Welcome to this week's video where I'm going to be explaining this painting. I put it up on Facebook and a few of my friends asked, well, what's the story behind it? So I gave a little bit of an explanation, but this is going to actually explain all of it, explain why it was painted in the first place. It all starts in Largs. And just like that, the weather's changed again. So this morning I'm going to go and have a little wander past the marina office and see if I can get on there's a coastline walk. I'm just going to go and see if I can do that for 10 minutes. I've been on the boat for 4 days now, so I'm going to just stretch my legs a little bit. There is some pretty bad weather coming in, rain rather than wind this time. So as you can see from the clouds behind me, it is not far away. It was quite sunny this morning, but it's warm. It's definitely warm. They say there's some warmth coming up from the south and you can definitely feel it. But I'm just having a look out towards the other side of Largs. Marina, not Largs town, Largs Marina. I think you can see Largs town from here. This is the view out towards Largs town. It's a really picturesque place. If we look this way, this is Largs Marina. All these buildings are part of a large complex that makes it up. 2 places to eat, a sail makers, a yacht brokers, sailing holidays, a chandlery and engineers. They've thought of everything. It's like its own little village. I'm going to have a look at this coastal path and get round to Largs, well, as far as I can, keeping an eye on the weather. Beautiful. Our sky is amazing. This is the most impressive thing I like about Scotland, is the actual scenery, the mountains, the dark blues, and then the crazy cloud formations as they get caught up on the tops of the mountains. I've just had a gentleman go past saying it's going to rain in a minute, so I'm not going to go much further. Just want to see what this tower is here. At this point I turned my camera off because I was absolutely positive I'd seen someone on the bench and I didn't want to disturb them. It's the pencil. This was a couple of months before I had my eyes fixed, so the pencil was all I could read. Just had the weirdest thing happen. I was sure someone was sitting on one of these benches. And then I looked up and they weren't there, and there's nowhere for them to go. That was weird. Like an old gentleman sitting on one of the benches. I thought he was sitting here. That is weird. I think it's because I've been on the boat for too long. The view from the pencil. thinking I might need to do a painting of the pencil. There's something about this place. I do like it. I'm not going to be able to do any sketching today because it's going to pour down in a minute. But I'm glad I popped out. What happened to that man? Oh, very strange. It's getting near low tide now. Just coming down to have a look down here. This obviously gets absolutely smashed in the winter. There's all sorts of broken rubble on it. Look at this though. Big seam of red sandstone, it looks like. I could be wrong, but it's fascinating stuff. Looks like you could just snap it off. Oh, you can see the Callimac on the distance. At least I think that one's a Callimac. The sun's just catching certain parts of the land. When I got here it was sunny, but I had lots of boat jobs I needed doing, sorting things out, and then it rained for 3 days. I think this is as far as I'm gonna go now. You can see the town in the background. I've got about halfway. It's been lovely, but the clouds are starting to gather, and I can see over there that you've got that grey haze of where the rain's actually coming down. So I'll turn around and go back. But what a lovely spot. That's up to the north, and back that way is to the south towards the marina. There's lots of signs of autumn now. Berries on the hawthorn, leaves on the ground. Grass is going to seed. Leaves are starting to turn on the trees. Some really good news. That phone call was basically my appointment for my eyes. So good news, yes, finally getting somewhere, and I'll be able to see where I'm going. So yeah, what a nice place to actually get that news as well. Dead pleased. Won't be long and I'll be able to appreciate the beauty and the detail again. I can't wait. made it back before the rain starts. Really pleased about that. Just walking back to Freyr. There's just so many boats here. It's amazing. It's a really well run marina. Really well run. We've got teams of people and everything. And tucked in the corner, here is Freyr. So there we go, that's why I actually painted this one. What I'm going to show you now is a little bit of the process of how I painted it, putting down the background and then working forward, working on all the detail.